Alright, welcome back to the channel for another random Status Quo song review. And our number generator is pitched up number 175. So we're in the Army Now album. And with the song End of the Line. Now, of course, at this point, Quo had retired from road work. They were no longer going to play live after 1984. And they said they were obviously going to continue making albums. So, but on this album, it proclaims on the back, rather kind of faded, you can just make out that Quo's back, and you think, well, I thought the idea was you weren't actually going away, you were just not playing live. But obviously, yes, things had happened in between '84 and the release of this, so Quo are back to being a proper band, as in doing live gigs and releasing albums. They had a new lineup and pretty much a bit of a new direction. I think they were going for a bit of a more AOR sound on this album, something that I think they maybe perfected to the disgust of many of their long-time fans, but the AOR sound they kind of perfected on Ain't Complaining, but they were certainly having a bash on being a bit more commercial on this album. And for me, the album's a bit of a mixed bag. There's some really good stuff on this, and some pretty poor. And then sound-wise, it's a bit of a mixed bag as well. As in, we said John David. No, he didn't. He had Dave Edmunds produce a couple of songs, Pip Williams doing the rest. So it doesn't really have a cohesive sound to it. And obviously, there's people have done cover songs in the past and played other people's material, but on this, there's quite a bit of a chunk of songs from outside writers, so it does feel like it's just a bit all over the place. No real direction other than we're back making an album. We'd kind of like to be a bit more commercial, and we'll try this, and this. So, End of the Line obviously sits in the kind of the hard rock side of the album. There are a few other hard rock songs, but End of the Line kind of it's one of those kind of Rick Parfitt songs you kind of associate with the late 80s, early 90s, where it's the kind of, let's do a hard rock Rick song just to prove we can still rock, even though we're actually trying all this other stuff and we want to go off in this other direction. But it's a good song. It's got a nice build up, nice little just guitar intro, just kind of pedaling along, where the drums come crashing in to accent it, and builds up quite nicely into the verse, which you've got a nice guitar kind of playing the riff, and then you've got a nice other guitar doing kind of just chords and kind of a very nice shimmering kind of AOR sound. They definitely were going for a kind of AOR, more commercial sound, something I think they maybe perfected on Ain't Complaining, much to the old disgust of a lot of people. But they were certainly giving that a go on this album as well. So yeah, it's got those nice sounding little shimmering guitar chords there, and it's there's nice guitar riff in between the kind of vocal lines breaking it up, and it goes into it's a good chorus, and Rick's certainly up there, I assume at the top of his range, belting it out. Whereas Francis, I assume it's Francis doing the backing vocals, is down lower and kept kind of monotone. It's not singing up or down which is a good kind of juxtaposition with Rick's, as he's soaring up there, and Francis just keeping it nice and low. So that's good. And then after the second chorus, there's a kind of little instrumental break where it feels like it's building up into, it's just going to take off into some guitar solo, but it doesn't really happen. It sounds like a little bit of piano thing, a little lead licked thing, but lightly unsatisfying. You think it's about to take off, it doesn't, but it just kind of comes back down to a third chorus, and then after that it it kind of levels out, and there is a guitar outro which is quite nice, but it doesn't take off because it's not got that momentum where the song seems to be going after the second chorus. So as good as the kind of the guitar outro is, you feel they could have gone for it after the second chorus if they maybe worked a bit harder on the arrangement or put a bit more into it, but I don't know. So yeah, a good enjoyable rocker in amongst them. I mean, the next song that comes up is Invitation, which is quite terrible in comparison. But yeah, so I do enjoy it. It's one of I think the highlights of this album. Great vocal from Rick, and all well played. I think it's just maybe could have been slightly better. So I'm going to stick it into my third category of good stuff. So yes, end of the line from the In the Army Now album. So that was episode 55 of our Status Quo song review. And on a vaguely related note, we also have a song called End of the Line, which is on our On Target album, which you can go and have a listen to if you wish. It's obviously not a cover, so it doesn't sound anything like this. Only similarity is the title. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you again next week for another Status Quo song review. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day.
And now the day has come, no longer journey back. Stop searching, wasting all our time. Stop searching, searching is a crime. Stop searching and see the sign. It's the end of the line. It's the end of the line. It's the end of the line. Yeah, the end of the line. It's the end of the line. It's the empty time. It's the empty time. It's the empty time. It's the end of the line. It's the end of the line. It's the end of the line. Man must learn to distinguish his foe from all his friends. We should cling to our values, but learn to make amends. And now the day has come, no longer journey bound. Stop searching, wasting all my time. Stop searching,